Quick disclaimer here, trading is very risky and carries a high level of risk. Anything said here is not a financial advice. Make sure you trade with money you can only afford to lose. Stay safe. Hi guys, good evening everyone. It's a beautiful weekend out here. This is the voice of TRADEWITHWORLDBANK. So for those that are just coming into the YouTube channel for the first time, make sure you click on the subscribe button so you can get more beautiful contents like this, and also turn on the notification icon so you can get notified whenever I drop a video. Yeah, like I said on my WhatsApp updates, I said I was not going to be dropping anything that has to do with analysis for the week, and as you can see, the analysis for Euro CHF, nothing much so far. Euro USD also, nothing much so far, as you can see, and then GBP JPY also. Okay, so GBP JPY played out nicely, and remember GBP JPY, I was looking for a sell entry here, and then you can see how we dropped. That was for the previous video. If you want to watch that video and check for the entry, the video is going to pop up in a second, and then you can click on it and watch it. All right, so what are we guys talking about today? In today's video, we're going to be talking about 7 truths, okay, 7 bitter truths about SMC, which is really not spoken about on YouTube. Okay, 7 rare truths about SMC. Though I know most of you already know about these, you know, like I always say, everything I say here is just, you know, based on my own personal opinion and then what I've seen in the market. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Yes, the first problem I have here, which is one of the truths about SMC, is, you know, getting stopped out and price moving in your direction. Okay, you're still getting stopped out, moving in your direction, but you call yourself an SMC trader. You're expected to, you know, get the sniper entry and do the D's and do that, and then, you know, trade to move in your direction. Probably you use 1 pip stop loss, 2 pip stop loss. But whatever happens is just like a liquidity grab. After spotting out all the liquidity, using all the liquidity, and, you know, using everything you are seeing in the market, but still you are still getting stopped out. So this is a problem, and then this is not really being talked about on the internet, which is a very serious issue among traders. Okay, because I get messages a lot from traders and say, I still get stopped out, I still get stopped out, I still get stopped out. So when you are hitting your stop losses more often, what can you do? Okay, but more especially when you are hitting your stop losses and then it's moving in your direction. So when you are hitting your stop losses more often, that is probably because you are using a tight stop loss. You are greedy with your stop loss, because you've seen those on Instagram. We are still going to talk about those on Instagram. You have seen those on Instagram using 2 pip stop loss, and then you also want to, you know, implement it in your own trading plan and then use probably 2 pip stop loss. No, you can see now that I'm using 5 pip stop loss. Any fucking trade I take, 5 pip stop loss, and then, you know, you also want to copy me. It might not work for you. You might get stopped out, and then the trade is going to move in your direction. So what is the solution? First things first, you can always use stop loss below the supply or demand zone. Okay, below the supply or demand zone. Don't be greedy with your stop loss. This is 11 pip stop loss. It's not so wide. Okay, when you were trading retail retail strategy, you were using more than 11 pip stop loss. So when you're coming into SMC, try to be realistic with yourself before you become consistent and professional enough to use the tighter stop losses. Okay, that is the only solution I have for you if you are hitting stop losses constantly. Okay, hitting stop losses constantly. And secondly, try to reduce your pairs. Okay, if you are trading probably like 7 pairs now, you have AUD card, NZD CHF, USD card, Euro JPY, this is GBP CHF, AUD JPY, Euro, this is Euro GBP, and then, you know, you are trading all those pairs. Now you are going to have problem, okay, because trading 7 pairs won't allow you to know the nature of your currency pair. For me, I've been trading USD JPY now. I can say I've been trading USD JPY for at least consistently, you know, for like 6 months now. Okay, same USD JPY, BTC USD, and GBP USD. Let me say 3 months because I just added this pair. And then gold, I started trading this pair. Yes, I started trading this pair, and I've been doing the most on this pair. But I just started last week. But the backtest I did on this pair, in fact, I did a lot of backtests, a lot. You understand? So you have to know the pair you are trading. You have to know how it works, and then when you are setting your stop losses, you should know that okay, is it a pair that spikes whenever it hits my point of interest? You understand? If you are trading NZD, you should know that NZD pairs they spike most of the time whenever um, they move. You understand? So you should know that okay, probably if I'm trading NZD pairs, I know that the nature of the NZD pair is to spike at the point of interest and move in my direction. So definitely, what are you going to do then? You're going to what? Reduce the stop loss. That is just it. You're going to reduce the stop loss. I don't know why my network is fucking me up right now. But so that is just the little advice I have for you when you are hitting stop losses constantly. Stick to few pairs, know their nature, and then try to increase your stop loss a little bit. You're not gonna die. Okay? Try to increase your stop loss a little bit. You're not gonna die. Now, the second point I have here, which is also a very, very scarce reality about SMC that most people don't talk about, is the spread of the broker. Though, like I said, you might have known about this, but I'm saying this because when there's a problem like this, there's also a solution or advice I can give to you. Now, for the spread of the brokers, sometimes your broker you might be trading USDJPY. For me, my broker spread on USDJPY is probably 2 or 1 pip, 2 pips. BTC USD, now this is the problem. Most brokers on BTC USD have very big stop loss, very big spread. GBP USD, my GBP USD broker is like 1 to 2 pips, Now, Gold 2 on my broker is like, few pips. Now, TradingView does not have spread, but you are trading a pair. Let's go to this. Let's go to a pair. Let's use GBP NZD or NZDJPY. Yeah, this is NZDJPY. And then the spread is very wide. Yes, I know about this. The spread is very wide. Now, if the spread of your broker is very wide, probably this is where the spread is. Yeah, like this. The ask and the bid. This is the difference. You should know that. Now, this is the solution. Whenever you are trying to set a pending order, probably, okay, let's use a buy limit now. Let's say your buy limit is here on TradingView, okay? On your MetaTrader 4, you check the amount of the spread, okay? And you subtract it from the price. Let's say it's on 5 pips spread. Then what do? You subtract 5 pips here, and no, you add 5 pips rather. Since you want to buy, you add 5 pips, and then you use 280, okay? So that when it triggers, you won't have to wait for it to come to retrace, you understand? Because once it hits this one, it will trigger, and then once it hits this one, it doesn't trigger. Why? Because of the spread. You have to know this, and then this is a very, very good solution. Just add or subtract the pips. So if you are buying, you add the pips. If you are selling, you subtract the pips. You understand? So subtract like that, and then that is where your pending order is going to be. Your pending order is not going to be on exactly where the TradingView price is. You understand? It's not going to be exactly where the TradingView price is. Spread is very, very important. You understand? And then same thing for stop loss. Your stop loss can be the same. You understand? Your stop loss can be the same, because if you try to increase your stop loss, you're already increasing your calculated risk, and then you've increased the price also. So your stop loss still remains intact since you've increased this price. Since you've increased the price. Sorry about that. Or if you don't increase the price, you will change the stop loss. You understand? So that the spread won't hit your stop loss and then move in your direction in the process of mitigating your orders. You understand? In the process of mitigating your orders, so that the spread won't spike your stop loss. You can just increase the stop loss a little bit by definitely the amount of spread, pips of the spread, and then this will be your sell limits, and then your TP will be there. This is how wide the spread is. So instead of using sell limits here, this is the TradingView price. Your sell limit is going to be where? Your sell limit is going to be somewhere here on MT4 price, and then your stop loss would be intact. But if you want to use the same price as TradingView, and then your stop loss is here, definitely you should be increasing the stop loss by the amount of pips. This way, you've how do I say it now? You've conquered the problem of spread. Okay, that is another solution for most of these topics that people are not talking about in the smart money space, because we realize that from research, Most people don't talk about all these things in the smart money concept. They only talk about SMC, 5 pip stop loss, SMC, it is the best, SMC, this and that. But when you start trading, you're like, why? Why are my village people against me? Is my head not allowing me to trade well? This and that. You understand? Because when I also started trading SMC, even though I was using WYCKOFF, then I was very crazy about WYCKOFF. Though I've not been seeing WYCKOFF recently on the chat again, that's why I stopped trading WYCKOFF. But if I use 1 pip stop loss or 2 pip stop loss, because I always used 2 pip stop loss back then, if I'm using WYCKOFF, then if it triggers me, it will what? Trigger my stop loss. You understand? That's that kind of story. So in the process, if you don't want to do it, you increase the price, or what? If you don't increase this price, you increase what? The stop loss. These are some simple ways to overcome the brokers. Now, there are still some brokers that whenever it triggers like this, it won't trigger. Okay? Whenever it triggers, it won't trigger, and then especially when you are on the chart, your broker won't trigger. You understand? There are some brokers like that, whereby once the price hits it, it won't trigger. Even if it hits it like this, it won't trigger until the whole spread enters, the pending order, and then to trigger. And sometimes slippage will occur to trigger somewhere here, and you can see now, but your pending order is here, and then most of the time you still miss the entry again. You still miss the entry. So just like I explained, the solution: increase the spread. For slippage, you increase the price according to the spread. You understand? And then your stop loss will still be intact, but you can also increase the stop loss. But remember, proper risk management. Okay, that is for those that will be trading crazy pairs like all these NZD-JPY. But if you are trading USD-JPY, GBP-USD, Euro-USD, your broker shouldn't have problem. Now, the third problem I have here about SMC, which most people also don't talk about, is this price. Okay, the price. Now let's talk about Bitcoin. USD-JPY, the price is very nice. This is FXCM. Wow, this is FXCM. Okay, I use Oanda actually. Yeah, I use Oanda, and then the price is nice according to the broker. But now this is BTC. Let's search for BTC. When you search for BTC USD, you see a lot. When you search for BTC USDT, you see a lot. So you are not really sure about the broker. Now the price, there's problem about the price. Sometimes, let me open my drawing panel. Okay. Now sometimes it will trigger like this. Probably your stop loss will be here. Sorry, your entry will be there. And then when you set your pending order on the broker, the pending order will be somewhere here. You can see now, pending order will be somewhere here. And then you have to adjust and check the price, check everything. So what is the solution here also? Because it's a very big problem. Because when I was trading BTC with my broker, I just said depending on that, I will go and sleep. I won't check. Then when I now come to my trading file, like wow, this thing has triggered. Then when I enter my MT4, I just say that this thing hasn't triggered. And then I'll look at it and I'll be like, wow, it wasn't on the same exact price. That's the broker has already thrown my price, out of the zone. So most especially the solution for this is, check the candles on your broker. Okay, this is the candle on BTC, and then you check your broker. Is it the same candle? Is it the same red candle? Yes, it's the same red candle. Where do I want to take my entry from? I want to take my entry from the week, something like this. And now you should know that when you are setting your pending order, you should be checking the color of the candle on your broker. You should know that the entry now is what? Half of the week of the candle. So when you are setting your pending order should be, if it is not around this price, because it will definitely not be this price, because BTC has we have a lot of brokers here on BTC. If it's definitely not this price, what do? You go to your broker. Okay, check. Hope my broker didn't throw my price up here or down here. You understand? So you check it. Is everything intact? If it's not intact, what do? You check your broker, check the candle, check the area. Okay, it is half of this week. Then what? You just go to your MT4 and set your orders manually instead of following Binance price. You understand? So that is also a very big problem that most people just take their mind off. And then as SMC traders, you are complaining, you are nagging, you're like, everything is going against me, trade is not triggering, and the likes. Now, the fourth problem I have here, is it third or fourth? Yeah, the fourth problem I have here is over refining. And then I won't talk about this so much because it's a very wide problem whereby most people know about this actually. So you over refine probably to mitigate the zone, and that is the zone. So probably you over refined using the wick like this, and then you miss the entry. Okay, just like I missed entry on USDJPY. Where was it now? Yes, over here. I missed the buy here. Let's go back to the 15 minutes time frame. Though I set this buy setup a day before to my students in the mentorship group, and yeah, so this is the demand zone I sent. Yeah. After we took the beautiful sell, you can see now, as small as this is, I think it was around 60 to 70 pips. Then this was the demand zone, and then it played out nicely, but I was looking for entry. It didn't retrace back, and you can see now, though it wasn't so refined like that, but I could have used that bigger point of interest. And then taking my trade, but still you can see now. So these are some little disadvantages, and then I think everyone knows how to like I was saying, I think everyone knows how to there's always a solution for refining. You should always know about your trading system. You should know about your trading strategy. If you are sticking to refining, then always stick to it. Okay, be consistent with refining. Not that today you refine, tomorrow you use a bigger zone, next day you refine. No, it won't help you. So like me, I always refine a lot, and then I stick to it. Even when I want to enter, let's go back to this. Even when I want to enter, I will still use half of the demand zone or the supply zone. You understand? It's also part of refining. I always stick to it. So always stick to your rules. It's very important, because if I'm using the refined zone today and tomorrow I'm using the whole zone, I will get frustrated because I won't understand the pattern of my trading system. Okay, but if I'm always taking trades now, and then probably on USDJPY, and then most of the times it doesn't come down to this refined zone. It always mitigates the open and then goes. Second trade open and then it goes. Third trade open and then it goes. What happens? Now I know that USDJPY on its own does not always want to pull back to the refined zone and then move in my desired direction. So now I've known the pattern of my pairs. Unlike trading pullback today, trading refined pattern today, unrefined tomorrow, and the likes is always very bad. Then we'll be moving to the fourth one. And then the fifth part now, the fifth problem, or the fifth, bitter truths that most people don't tell we retail traders until, we get into it. Probably most mentors, I don't know why they don't treat aspects like this, but maybe they just overlook it and feel like, traders will, find their way and just get over it. And, yeah. The fifth part is another problem of SMC I noticed is that there are too much fake mentors. Though there's a lot of fake mentors with other strategies, but first of all, there's a lot of fake mentors everywhere. Instagram, fake people, misleading people, thinking that SMC is the holy grave. Okay, I am an SMC trader, and I wouldn't say SMC is an holy grave strategy. Why? We'll get back in a few minutes. Now, there's a lot of deceits on the media. You see SMC traders, especially SMC traders that post before and after. They'll post maybe before something like this, and then after something like this. I find that very, very misleading. You understand? That is why even in my free Telegram group, if you send just before and after it has played out, I will delete your posts. It is part of my free Telegram group rules. If you are very sure about your SMC concept, then you should be able to send the before it happens, and then after it happens. Simple. But you see everyone on Instagram, you see before and after, and then they'll now use probably 2 pips SL, and you're like, wow. SMC is the king, this and that, this is that. It's a lie. I will tell you with my full chest, it's a lie. Don't let anybody deceive you with before and after. Before and after photos are very, very misleading. Very, very misleading. And then before I stop posting before and after on my Telegram group, at least those that know me very well, I always post the before. Okay, this is NZJPY. I'm expecting it by here. And then after it plays out, and then I'll send it. Okay, it's played out nice. So that is why and then why I stopped was that because I started YouTube channel on YouTube videos on these 3 pairs, right? These 3 pairs over here. So there's no need to send it before and after again, because in my YouTube videos I've told you what I'm expecting and then what I'm expecting to do, and then most of the time they always play out. You understand? So don't let anybody mislead you with, hey, before and after, this is that. I used 2 pips stop loss. I used this stop loss. I used this, I used that, I did this, I did that. Most of them are just backtesting, and then they are just, seeing how it plays out, You understand? So just take a little bit of information you can take. Don't be fooled. You understand? In every picture, there's always a message someone is trying to pass, actually. Probably if it's a misleading picture or not, but okay, someone is trying to pass a message, then fine. But take the lesson you want to take the information you want to take from that picture, and then don't let it mislead you, thinking, you too, you now go and start using 2 pip stop loss, 1 pip stop loss, just not knowing that the picture you saw was just a back test, not actually a real, real, what do I call it now, real time trade. So use your head and think with sense. Wisdom is profitable to direct. And then most people trade demo with SMC. I know them. I won't just mention it. Most people trade demo with SMC. Don't let anybody lie to you. I know a lot of them. They trade demos very well. Then they'll be posting it. Sniper entry. Everywhere. Sniper entry. I think it's that easy. They won't post when they take the trade on their real account. They'll be posting demo accounts. And I've seen them using big lots. Hey, this is this. Hey, all these things, I find them faulty. I don't like it at all. It's always easy to see those that trade demo. It's always easy to know them. It's always easy. I wouldn't say more than this, but there are levels to these things. Actually, there are levels to these things. Whereby, let me not say what I want to say. Actually, let me not say what I want to say. So, but wisdom is profitable to direct, guys. Don't let anybody mislead you. Now see them post it before and after. 2 pip stop loss, 1 pip stop loss. Don't let anybody deceive you. Follow your trading plan. Don't let anybody deceive you to changing strategies too much. If you are doing fine with retail strategies, stick to it. If you are doing fine with indicators, stick to it. We are all here to make money. I'm not here to lie to anybody, you understand? If it is an indicator that is giving you the consistency you need, and then it has been working well for more than 1 year, why should you switch to smart money concepts? But for me, I didn't have good experience with indicators. That's why I left. But if you have good experience with indicators, we have fundamental people there. He's using indicators and then he's doing the most. Who cares? So I should now go to my fundamental people there and say, hey, you are trading indicators, these and this. Come and trade SMC concept. I don't need it. You understand? So I won't say much about that. There's a lot of fake methods out there. There's a lot of people misleading people to trading smart money concepts. That's why we help people to write to bring out ebooks and the likes. You understand? So with my ebook also, I'm planning on writing another ebook on risk management. Risk management is very important. Risk management is very, very important. So I don't know when I'll write the ebook actually, because right now I'm thinking of moving into the gaming sector. You understand? Playing games and the likes. Just this life is a free world. Just do whatever you want and be nice. Be nice. Okay? So when I have time, I'll write the ebook. I'll publish it. It will definitely be free. Okay? It will definitely be free. Then, it's going to be free. Okay? Sorry about that. That was a call. It's going to be free. Okay? That if I'm going to write the ebook, Then the next point is overcomplications of SMC. Hey, and taking too much trades. Sorry, taking too much mentorships. Taking too much mentorships. Taking too much, it would affect you because an ICT trader. Oh God. Sorry guys, I think I have to put this call. Yeah, sorry about me pausing this video over a very long time. If I can edit the video and stop the pauses, then there's no problem about that. Now, the next point is overcomplications with SMC. Taking so much mentorships. You're taking this person's mentorship. The only SMC is using is using Quasimodo, is using fair value gap, is using inducement, is using imbalance, is using liquidity, and then you take another person's mentorship, is taking just demand and supply, is trading small time frame entries, he's a scalper, he doesn't, you've complicated things for yourself, and it will actually make you develop a trading plan slowly. You won't easily get a trading plan from taking different mentorships. Yeah, it won't help you. So just take one mentorship you love. Probably you've been watching the person's YouTube channel, you see how he's trading things, and then you just want to take it. And then once you take the mentorship, stick to it. This thing actually affected me a lot while I was trading some years ago, sorry, not some days ago, some years ago. I was taking different mentorship, and then this person's using this person's using that. Even though it's always the same thing, but it's just kind of too much of information can also be bad sometimes. You just need a little bit of information. That's why someone says something that information in this age is actually very good to get. You understand? You can get information so easily, but the dangerous parts is to fill your brain with wrong information. Jesus, that is very, very dangerous. So taking different mentorship, you can have an idea like this. Another mentor might say, this is buy, take a sell here. Another mentor might say, take a, stuff like that. And then overcomplicating things. Be simple. Be simple. Is my chart not clean enough? Even though it's not so beautiful. Is my chart not clean enough? At least. This is my BTC here. I was explaining something earlier. Is my chart not clean enough? I'm not expecting much. For some people, they overcomplicate things, you understand? It's just because I wanted to take a screenshot, I drew out this liquidity. I don't use liquidity, I don't care. I don't check it. Because I wanted to take a screenshot and explain something to my students. That's why I drew out that liquidity zone. You understand? So just make things simple for yourself. I actually have a chart here. You can see now my charts are there because of back tests. You can see now I know that I took a losing trade here. You can see. So I don't delete my charts. You can see now I missed an entry over here. I took a winning trade over here. So okay, I think I missed an entry. I took you can see. So my chart is very, very clean and simple. You won't see me leaving indicators on. You can see now my indicators are even off. You won't see me using a lot of Fibonacci tool. You won't see me using a lot of EMAs, moving average, and the likes, because I don't like it. So keep things simple, okay? Keep things simple. And then I've talked about spread. I've talked about broker price, and then how you can solve those problems. I've talked about over refining. I've talked about fake mentors. You understand? So how you can solve the problem of fake mentors? Well, you might not know. You understand? But some of us do know. Do you know there are some fake mentors that they trade live accounts, but it is demo because their brokers give them demo accounts. Their broker will give them demo accounts, but to be live accounts, just to showcase and do all those sort of dirty things. Like some, was it weeks or months now? I think it was around 3 months ago. Some people messaged me on Telegram. We even had a live chat. We had a video call, and then what made me run from them was then they said, I'll be using their broker, then I'll be using it to bring more people in. You understand? Then they'll be giving me a live account, which is not going to be a live account. And the likes. So I was like, I don't like dirty things. I don't like dirty things. At the end of the day, even me myself, I'm not making money. So there's no point. There's no point. You just want to use me, and then you want me to mislead people. I don't like misleading people. If I change my strategy today and I start using I start using breakout and retest, I will let you know. I will tell everybody, okay, I'm not using SMC again because of this, because of that. You understand? So, but for now, I'm still using SMC and it's doing me fine. So I don't think I'm changing anytime soon. You understand? So I like being straightforward with people. I always tell my students, I'm not someone that will tell you this today and no, 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 no. So let's move to the next one. I've talked about overcomplications. Yes, some people will be looking for hidden other blocks, and when there's a nice supply zone here, then you still be looking for something that is hidden again. Maybe somewhere here like this, stuff like this. You know, it's actually good to have information of hidden other blocks. Yes, very, very nice, very, very nice. But when you have your visible point of interest, you don't need to look for the invisible ones. I think I'm communicating. And the last part about this SMC truth is that most retail traders actually make money more than smart money traders. From my perspective, okay, I'm not saying it's 100% true, but from my perspective, most retail traders make money more than the SMC traders I've seen. Okay, you see people like Q banks, people like Raja banks. Q banks is using in retail strategy, is trading US30 and some indicators with it. Raja banks is trading market fluidity and the likes. Probably TRADEWITHWORLDBANK will be the third person on the list. That I was just joking, anyways. But I claim that. Okay, so you can see now, these big men are not SMC traders. Okay, we have silence in the charts. He's not a smart money trader, and some other traders like that. Those are the real traders I've seen, most especially Raja Banks and silence in the charts. No, Q Banks doesn't really trade every day, but I know that Raja Banks trades every day, live. So there is no point to start arguing. Hey, SMC trader this. According to MFF, I think the is it MFF or FTMO now? I think it was FTMO. The highest paid trader is a retail trader. He's using indicators. So those are some little problems. It's a problem in SMC. Yes, it's a problem because SMC. Most people won't tell you that SMC traders are not the richest. Though I'm not saying you won't make money. You will make money, but there is always this lie that people always lie that SMC, you trade like the banks. You trade like you do this, you do that. You know, I don't like misleading people. I don't like it. Just tell us the truth. Okay, SMC traders is a good strategy, retail strategy, institutional strategy. You actually learn to check the other flow with the banks and the likes, but it's not like it will make you trade with the banks. You're not trading with any banks. Don't let anybody deceive you. You're not trading with any banks. Don't let anybody deceive you. You're not trading like it. You are not trading like the banks. Though you might get the sniper entries and the likes and so on. Now, if you take a look at its SMC trading now, SMC strategy, when you look at all these entries, there might not be zones where the banks actually want to take sales, but these markets. What I noticed about these markets is that it's very repetitive. It just moves from demand to supply to demand, probably inducements, liquidity grab, yes, but still it doesn't make you trade like the banks. Okay, my dad was a bank trader some years ago, though not for the big banks, but for like Wema Bank, banks in Nigeria, a bank in Nigeria, yes, sorry. Then he gave me their trading book, and it was nowhere near demand and supply. It was nowhere near order block. It was nowhere near ICT. You understand? So don't let anybody deceive you that you're trading like the banks. Though I don't know how the banks trade, but I strongly believe that the banks don't trade the way we trade. We are all still retail traders. Whether you're trading ICT, demand and supply, we are all still retail traders. As long as your stop loss is not up to $2 million, $3 million, $4 billion, now you are an institutional trader. That is the meaning of institutional trading. So I think with a little bit of information I've been able to pour out to you guys, I've been able to at least shift your psychology a little bit and then know some things at least that most people don't always talk about in the smart money world. And then I'll be dropping the video very soon. I think that will be all for now. If you are new to the channel, make sure you turn on the notification icon. Make sure you subscribe so you can get beautiful content like this. Also, make sure to like, make sure to share, and make sure to what to comment in the comment section if you actually love this video. So next week again we resume for the weekly analysis before and after and the likes. I think that'll be all for now, guys. Peace, guys. I'm out.